Hey guys, this is Anthony from the news of Oceania Football. Today in this video, I'm doing a round 2 roundup of the FIFA World Cup Qatar 2022 Oceania Qualifiers. Now, we know that Vanuatu and Cook Islands are out because of COVID cases, and it's disappointing, but it is what it is. But action still goes ahead. So the first match was between Papua New Guinea against New Caledonia, and Papua won 1-0 thanks to Tommy Semi. Now, when I knew in this match, this one was going to be pure attacking. I knew that. And I saw the referee, and it's from one of the Pacific Islands. So I knew this is going to be a pure Pacific game. You know, the unpredictable will happen, chaos, craziness. It's going to be itsy bitsy, rough tackling. I just didn't know what's the scoreline. And obviously there's a YouTube channel called DNQ Football, and they basically got it right. So I got sent, and basically I watched it, and they basically got the score right. And I just didn't believe it. The game was really end to end. I can see where PG was very attacking that Tommy Simi, who was basically playing a striker position, and he was on the ball. He was making things happen. He basically was trying to bully the defense. From New Caledonia point of view, I can say the build-up was very slow. Like, they were trying to get to attack the striker. I couldn't remember the person's name. New Caledonian people who's watching this, please don't ridicule me for this. He was working. Let's say that he was working, but the Papua New Guinea defense was just strong. Like, you had Alwyn, you had Felix come along, the two brothers. You had the other centre half as well. He made tackles that's very strong. They were just basically, they were winning every ball. They were just too strong. And Papa was hitting on the attack, and obviously New Caledonia, they were making mistakes, and that's what led up to the goal. And it was a great strike by Tommy Simi. We all know what he can do. So strong, and he's got a power shot in him. So they took the lead. Papa was going on. New Caledonia had moments. They had moments in the game. They had good chances. Like the striker, he had one big chance. He was onside. He had time, so much time. When I tell you time, like I could have went to the shop and come back, and he still had time to take the shot. Let's say that time, and he missed it. He hit the side of the net. I'm very brutal in my opinion. I'm very honest as well, but that was weak, man. You gotta do better. That was poor. That's really poor. You had time on the ball. So much time. So much time. And you hit it out the side. You didn't hit the goal, make the keeper work. And it was the same situation as well. They had time, and they're still fluffing their lines like they can't finish. And that was the problem with New Caledonia. They really couldn't take the chances. Like, they're in good position, but they fluff it. And that was in the first half. And I think New Caledonia could have been up. Then in the second half, Papa was on it. They were attacking. They were each going after each other. Then then the goalkeeper, Papua New Guinea goalkeeper, was making saves. I can't lie, but he was very, how can I say, very hesitation. Like the way he was clearing out the ball, the way there could have been a penalty against Papua New Guinea. Like the player came, goalkeeper rushed out. He was very, oh God. But that's what you expect from a Pacific match, especially goalkeepers. They come and rushed out. And I can't say it. And also, like, there was a sending off, a weird one where we didn't see it, like, and I think one of the players said something to the sideline referee, and that made them show him the red card. I was thinking, you must have said something really bad to get sent off. But this just made New Caledonia played better. They were more on attack. They were down to 10 men, but they were playing more better. And I'm thinking this had to take you a man sent off to play better. But at the end of the day, Papua New Guinea was just too strong. The defense was just too strong. I'm thinking probably this was the best defense in the competition, besides from New Zealand, what we're going to talk about the next one is, because you had the two Comelong brothers and you had the other centre. I think that is probably the strongest centre backs, the strongest back line in the competition behind New Zealand. So it was a great win for them. The next match was New Zealand against Fiji, and I think this one we've been all waiting for. I think because, you know, for New Zealand, all the players came back, like Chris Wood, Joe Bell, you know, other players from Europe, the top European clubs, they all came. And that's when New Zealand's at their fullest strength. And this is when I said, like, yeah, this is when I'm going to be worried. Even when Fiji got a good win, you know, it's what's the tactics going to be like? Like, you got Nalumbu, you know, you got Krishna, they're both fast, you know, they're very clinical as well. But I knew this game, Fiji's going to have to defend. And that's what it was. They were defending, they were clearing, you know. The two strikers, they were working hard as well. Midfield, they were working hard. As I say, technically, they're not good. Technically, they're not good. But in hard work, they did. But they just couldn't hold out when Chris Wood scored that goal just at the end of half time. And when he headed that, I'm thinking, like, who's marking him? Because I feel like the centre back, you were ball watching. So who was marking him? And it was disappointing because if they took a 0-0 at half time, I think they would have been happy. They would have been happy. But it was 1-0 at half time to New Zealand. It came out. That's when New Zealand upped to gear a bit. They just weird out Fiji. That's when Chris Wood scored a goal. That's when Elijah Just scored a goal. This is when Clayton Lewis scored a goal. And the thing is that the way you have to deal with Chris Wood, this is my opinion. Do not go with Chris Wood in a fight. If you're man marking him, like you're trying to go one-on-one with him like a fight, you'll lose. Don't do that. You have to be intelligent, like his movement. You have to be one step ahead of him. But obviously, this is where, like, I'm not going to be rude. I'm just honest. I know that, but there's so much level. New Zealand's up there, Fiji's down there. It's like you're dealing with a Premier League player where Fiji is there, where guys getting paid millions and we're basically still probably semi-pro, like still working. That's the difference. All these, there's a big gap, but you got to give credit. Fiji tried; they're defending their best, but New Zealand just wear them out. And the crazy one at the end is when the goalkeeper catch the ball, Mohamed Alam, and he comes up with a high foot, and I think it was it Logan Rogerson? Yeah, he dropped on the floor. Come on, are we still doing this? Are we seriously dropping by a little scrape? I know the catch was a bit weird, how you come out with the high foot, but really, are we actually doing this? But it happened, and they scored, and they made the scoreline seem like it was dominating as well. But all I gotta say, you know, bad luck, but on to the next match. We move on, and that's how it is. So the next game will be round 3, where all the games will be played at the same time, but obviously there's Vanuatu against Cook Islands. Obviously they're not in the tournament anymore. So round 3 will be the next one. That will be the last round of it. So yeah, don't forget to subscribe, share, comment as well. See you in the next time.